Pardon the way I'm doing this video, but I just needed to step out of the house and let the puppy and Marmaduke be alone in the house for the first time together. That, plus I just mopped, and I have chemical allergies, and it was way too strong this time. So I wanted the windows open and letting it air out a little bit. But I figured I'd combine both of those two together. So I just hope nothing happens. I did shut Marmaduke up in one room, but the puppy could probably still get in it, so I'm going to have to see what happens. Anyway, I don't know which channel I'm going to put this on, but if I haven't mentioned the puppy, yeah, I got a puppy for Christmas, before Christmas. Yeah, I got it on November 30th. And a neighbor, they rescue every once in a while, and it was a rescue. Well, I don't even, still to this day, the story has never been really straightened out, but I think they knew the people, or maybe they didn't know the people. They knew somebody who knew the people. They had puppies, and they had them in Tennessee, and they brought them to Texas, and they were living on the patio of an apartment. And one time I was told it was a friend of theirs. Then I was told it was these people. It was just very confusing. But I was told that the puppy was 2 months old. I didn't know about puppies and getting their shots and stuff like that, and that it couldn't get its rabies shots until it's, well, let's see, how many weeks? 14? I don't remember. It hasn't happened yet. I think 2 more weeks I go back for that. And that'll be the 3rd visit. Plus all the other shots, the deworming, all that. Did not know it was going to be that bad. Yeah. Plus the puppy, like I said, we were told it was 2 months, but it was actually a month and a half. And it seemed very feral. And I nicknamed it Mayhem real fast. Nicknamed it Mayhem. But the other dog we have in the house is Marmaduke. He's an old dog, an old black lab. The puppy's black lab and Australian Shepherd mix. And it's a handful. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't it doesn't do right with Marmaduke. It bites Marmaduke's tail. It won't stop. We've tried, we've trained, we've everything. It stops for a moment. It goes right back to it. All different ways of trying it that we know of. And like I said, I think it was just too feral. And the owners I met 2 days, the original owners, 2 days after we got it, and the guy said that it was a couple, and a married couple, and the guy said that the the puppy was the leader of the pack of the litter, and I think it had 5 siblings and its mother. Yeah, the leader. It is a leader type. You should see him try to get in the door with Marmaduke. Marmaduke's a leader. Both alpha dogs, alpha males. Oh my goodness, they both have to be going in and going out at the same time. I mean, literally through the door, across the threshold. What a day. I mean, what a thing. I had the puppy's little card for its next visit sitting right next to me. It's 10 days from now. That's when it's going to get its rabies shot. And from what I understand, and some kind of boosters or something. And from what I understand, after that, 2 weeks after that, it can go outside in the backyard. We let it out in front, but in the backyard, back there behind it is a farmland. And we've had everything from possums, of course, possums, squirrels, rabbits, and a skunk that loves spraying around here. It's gotten Marmaduke twice over I don't know how many years or how long. But the skunk and there was a really strange noise one day that scared both of us. We could not figure out what in the world that was. It was in a tree. And we don't know what kind of animal that could have been. Who knows? But anyway, I'll be glad when that happens, when it can actually go outside in the back and we don't have to. It's a thing at night when Marmaduke wants to go out in the middle of the night and we can't let the puppy out there and he wants to go out back. I'm not about to walk him outside in the front like 1, 3, whenever a.m. Not of myself, not happening. And yeah, it's been something. I hear my voice, and I was in the house with that smell, I mopped it, and of course, Mayhem, we'll just call him Mayhem, he wanted to help. It's not the first time. And he gets on the mop and he slides across the floor. I'm like, dude, really, you need to stop it. And he won't. You know, I'm trying to teach him how to, when they go in, the two dogs go in the house, Mayhem will jump all over Marmaduke and bite his tail and all that. And I'm trying to redirect him to go get his ball. He's learning what his ball, you know, he's got this plastic ball, Dollar Tree. It lights up and it makes noises. It's a little bitty thing. The other one I bought him yesterday, he broke it. He busted it right after that. And so I got him, he still has this other one. And that one I bought for the dogs long ago. He loves it. It lights up. He chases it, and I can get him away from Marmaduke, so he doesn't do that. Anyway, I wanted to talk about all that. I'm going to do a little bit of vlogging here. But I also want to talk about what was something was bothering me. A lot of things were bothering me. But besides losing my voice, you can hear it. But I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally, although it kind of feels physical too. Since, well, last night I really felt it. So, and it's about being online. Okay, I wanted to bring out my Diet Dr. Pepper with me, but I had to rush out the door and I left it in there. And I don't want to go back in because the puppy's going to be sitting right there looking at me, I can bet. And it wants to escape. I don't think it really wants to, but anyway, what was bothering me last night? Last night, I think it was just a bunch of things all together. But I had started watching channels, some of them again. I guess I had seen them in the past. And they're the more, what is the word they like to use for it? Racier? Something like that. Channels. And I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, and I have been wondering this. I have actually said this before, years ago, I guess. If YouTube's AI just gives you so much that's regional, or like in the United States, take a map of the United States and fold it from top to bottom. You know, fold it in half. Those southern states. Now, see, I'm not trying to say southern, as some people would think it, but the states on the bottom of the map, that's what I usually see. I don't see the states on the top of the map. That also is the places I have traveled to. The bottom of the map. The bottom of the map. And some of them northern from there. Actually road trip through. Okay, but yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that it only shows me that areas. I'm not stereotyping, you know, from California to Florida, that kind of thing. No, but it shows me only those, and I want to see others. I want to see all of the United States. I want to see other countries. I just don't want to see just some small section, and many of them I don't like. Okay, and not all the ones I'm watching. See, I'm losing my voice. And those I was saying that I was watching that are just racier types. Yeah, and I did it on purpose. I've seen some of them before, not all of them. It's like you watch one and they'll tell you about another one, and another one, another one, another one, oh, on and on. And I'm not going to say what kind, but I just don't. You know, you can get sick. I kind of started getting sick because of watching them, seriously. Even though I do it on purpose, because I want to see what else is out there. Not as far as videos, but what else is out there, what kind of people. Okay, I just had a major coughing and sneezing fit. Boy, whew, my goodness. But anyway, I usually watch them. I catch myself watching them, that kind, about, I was saying about once every season. But this one has just kept on. I've just kept watching and kept watching. And even though knowing that, yeah, some of this, I find it hard to believe, but at the same time, don't. It must have been worse than I thought. It must have been worse than I thought. Oh my goodness, I'm coughing and sneezing, losing my voice. But anyway, that's why I keep breaking here. I don't even know if you'll notice it because it's just the wall there. But you know, anyway, to get to this, when you see people who are so, you know, they will call one another narcissists. They will call, you know, and some of them will actually diagnose. I don't do that, and my degrees are in psychology and sociology. I taught at college and university, and I don't diagnose anybody. I talk about the behaviors of, but never diagnose and never give counseling or advice. And they do this. They act as though they are counselors. Some of them, not all of them. I want to say all of this, one size doesn't fit all. It's not all of them. Just saying it this way to make it brief. But yeah, they diagnose one another. Some of them diagnose and they label everything, and they say they know what that person's thinking. And I watch them and I say, whoa, that's really what I actually hear them say and see them do. It's like, whoa, that's going a little bit too far. But apparently they're rewarded for this, and YouTube's getting ads for this, for the Racier content. And but the thing about it is that bothers me is that's all I see. That's all I see. When do I ever get to see people around my age? Okay, I don't want to, I don't want to see all people that are younger. I want to see people around my age too. I want to have them recommended to me too. People. If I search something, people around my age, I want to see that. I don't think I should have to always see a younger age, much younger age. So my children, could be my children. I want to see some adult, people. I'm not going to say adults, people around my age. So, but what I do see is this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, and some of them, like I said, it's not a one size fits all. I can't even remember. But try to say that you can't talk about other ones. And apparently harassment, yeah, it's not just them. It is a harassment thing. You can't harass people. I can't say what YouTube thinks about it, what YouTube's rules. Go look at them. But these aren't always just on YouTube. It can be on any social media. But the whole thing of harassing somebody, yeah, I get that. Don't do that. But some people are trying to put out there, at least this is how I feel about it, how I see it, that you can't even report them. No. I am fairly certain, no. YouTube wants you to, if it's really bad content, really abusive, harmful, all those things. But I can't speak for YouTube, but I can't imagine them not wanting to be reported if it's as bad as I have seen. I have seen this. But people are saying, no, you can't talk about it even. You can't say anything. That seems like trying to keep people from reporting it more than what is actually the rules, Anyway, yeah, and that bothers me because I'm thinking that's what they're doing. The people who are saying this, they're acting like they're speaking for YouTube, and I don't think they should. And they're, basically stopping people from reporting something that is very abusive. I can't imagine that. I just can't imagine it. But they speak as though they're experts, and that's the thing that really bothers me is when people like that, people do something like that, speak as though they're experts, calling one, diagnosing one another, not only with mental but also medical, physical ailments, and telling them what they should do. I really don't think that's smart. I really think that's in some places illegal. Okay, illegal. Or saying that you're a counselor or a therapist and you're not. That you can do it. And people who say, the people who they went to school and all that, they don't know. Are you really wanting to do the defamation of character kind of thing? Do you really want to say all people who are counselors and all therapists, like so many people, too many people do? They have never experienced it. We've experienced it, so therefore we're better. We know more. No. Period. You don't. And like I said, in some states, pretty much all of them in the United States that I know of, that's illegal. So, yeah. That's been bothering me. Unbelievable to me that it still is allowed. And then people are putting out this fear that, like warnings like you better not. Besides what I just said, but you better not report anybody for anything. I would have problems, seeing somebody's whole channel that they've had for years is taken down because of this. I've never seen that happen. I cannot think of anybody's channel that ever got removed because they were abusive. And there are people out there who make videos about abusive channels. Okay, so either way, I've not seen any of them taken down. But really, my whole thing is I want to find a better place on YouTube. I do videos about people, you know, my degrees are in psychology and sociology, so I talk about these things. You know, I earned degrees. I actually went to school, actually went to university and graduate school and earned them. Okay, took all the exams and I taught at both. So, and that's what I talk about. But I want to find a better, a much more. I want to do more uplifting, but not counseling or advice. But I want to. None of it's going to be counseling advice. None of it's any of that. You know, not even close. But where would you find it? I have not yet found it. I've been on here, what, 5.5 years? Give or take, yeah. So, not on this channel. Depends on which channel I put it on. But anyway, I actually feel better. I think my voice is coming back a little bit. So, now I gotta go back in there. Hopefully it's a little aired out. I'm gonna open up the other window. But anyway, I wanted to vent a little. I've got videos I want to put up, and I got videos on, I have too many channels, you know, different reasons for them, and some of them I just put stuff I don't care about, and well, but I just want to, you know, put video and put up some videos and make them public finally. That been sitting there losing my voice again. I'm gonna wrap this up.